Welcome back to Two Sides of the Trade. Today's trade is a 1000% Amazon ripper from two perspectives. First up, it's Coach Dipka from Kane Capital.
This is Coach Dipka here with another trade recap. Today, I got Amazon 142 calls for you. They actually went from 12, 13, 14, and 15 cents is where I was adding, all the way up to $1.50 for a 1000% gain. All right, so Amazon, not much going on intraday here. Looks like a bunch of BS consolidation, right? But if you actually look closely, guys, we have an ascending triangle pattern. Essentially, you're looking for higher lows, basically a rising upper trend line with a flat overhead resistance. This is your flat overhead resistance. You could see it at 141.50, clear as day. You see it rejected here, rejected here, rejected here, rejected here. It just kept getting stuffed right at this level. Okay, so these lower wicks are respecting this trend line right here. I noticed we had an ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish and usually leads to a break of this flat overhead top. But where is the best risk reward ads for me? I'll show you exactly where I added right here. Boom. Okay. Why? Because look, it was respecting this trend line the entire morning. Okay. Higher lows as well. Okay. So you have a low here. The next low is higher. The next low is higher. The next low is higher. And it keeps, I like to call this flat overhead top like a magnet level. It keeps just, it's like a magnet, just gets back there after these lows. Okay. My thought process was an ODT on Amazon 142s here. Right? We're trading at 141 here. If it just bounces up to here, that's 50-cent move. We'll get 100% on these cons. They did go 100% right here. I scaled out a bunch, held one more, went up past this level, right? And then they went up 200, 300%, and actually all the way up to $1.50. And we were adding them at 13, 12, 14, and 15 cents down here. I think this just goes to show like the power of a breakout. It doesn't look like much is happening here, but once this level finally cracked, you get that big move. That's why key levels are so important. Okay. And again, the trend line ads were great because if it closes below this trend line, I get out, I take, a minimal loss. So you have very low risk down to here and you have unlimited upside there. That is a great risk to reward trade. And that's one that I would take 10 out of 10 times, guys.
Now let's see that same trade from NASA and the Trust Bus.
Sidebar, right? Previous day's range. And I'm waiting for that breakout. So I'm thinking to myself, well, Amazon's sitting around 140, 140, 122 at the time. Amazon could easily see 142 and move 70 cents if this volume comes in and SPY wants to go higher. So you look at a lower time frame, let's use the 10, and you'll see exactly what I saw, right? So that volume comes in, and volume is what I'm following here, right? And kind of mixing strategies. So Amazon had sold off heavy pressure into open, right? Open comes, sells off hard. Nobody wants to play with this chop. Nobody, right? Except for a psycho like me who sees the volume, the sell volume decrease, yesterday's low hold, and these premiums are one out the money. Amazon won out the money, even on a Friday, shouldn't be trading at $22, right? Let's be honest. So knowing Amazon can move 2% or 1% quickly, and it could go $2, $3, $4 anytime it wants. I look at SPY making highs. I see volume come in. I feel comfortable that Amazon could retrace and test that 142, 143 level that's on the daily chart. And what happens, you get a pop all the way up towards that 143.57 level, and those contracts go from $22, $23, and they just never stop, right? They go all the way up to about $1. So we hit them here on that wick up in yesterday's low, and we ride it all the way up because those premiums were mispriced. Amazon 142 or Amazon anything won out the money with half a day left to play should not be $22. They should have been 40 to 50. And that's being very generous. I would say really 60 would be more accurate, 50, 60. But they were 22. We took advantage of that, and we rode it all the way up to $1. So that's why we took that Amazon trade. SPY continued. Volume came in, held yesterday's low, and we rode them to the promised land.